Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Welcome to our new live stream. We're doing another live stream today I say another live stream, we're doing a first live stream on Train Sim Classic, the Class 222 Meridian Enhancement Pack from Armstrong Powerhouse. Now this is something I'm very excited for. I really like the Meridians, I like the Voyagers, so yeah, when I saw that this had come out this week, obviously I've been away, which is why it's taken this long for me to get hold of it, but yeah, this is very exciting for me. So, what are we doing today? We've got about 2 hours worth of scenarios to do. These are the ones that come with the Armstrong Powerhouse Enhancement Pack. We're starting off with Midland Main Line, very old livery HST there. Doesn't it look stunning, that? Obviously we're going to be using the slightly newer livery. You see the HST's got that livery there. They did get that eventually, but yeah, this is what they were new in for Midland Main Line. Anyway, I'm going to unpause that. There we go. That is going to blow your eardrums out. Let's get in the cab. We're on a 9-car unit today. I'm just going to get this set up first of all. There we go. Put the old daytime lights on, and we shall release the doors. The DRA, we'll take that off already because we've got the green signal there. We don't want to be leaving that on. And yeah, we are more or less ready to go. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit there. Now, I do not know why that flashes. Hang on, let me just put the GSMR on. Is the GSMR on? I've absolutely no idea. What I'm going to do, we'll just start the engines there. I think they're all started. I don't know if it's got the eco mode. You can press Control and G to make that do its thing, but for some reason it doesn't seem to want to work on this one. It was on before. I've absolutely no idea. I could probably read the manual, but let's face it. Keep the DRA on. That's not what I've been told. I've been told you take the DRA off as soon as your signal clears. Anyway, yes, we're going to be driving all the way up to Bedford today, and then back down to London, and then back up to Bedford. So, yeah, it should take roughly 2 hours. Who have we got in the chat? Let's have a quick look before we depart. We've got Wesley Grady. Hello to you. Zoka XD3. Magic Toad is here as well. We've also got Intercity 225. Nathan Lowe. Jack Tyson. First Class Trains. Ollie G. Zach Adventures 22. There's quite a few absolutely brilliant people. Stephen Smith here. Hello, hello, hello. Plenty of people. I hope you're all going to enjoy this little run here. It's an active DRA. If you take the DRA off, the power cuts out after 5 seconds. Right, okie dokie, that's interesting. Is this the only DRA? Like the only unit that sort of has that style DRA? I don't know if other units do. It's certainly the first time I've experienced it. So, yeah. Yeah, not entirely sure. But yeah, we're here. We're going to have a good run. It's a lovely interior. Look at that. He's having a nice time, isn't he? Look, he's got a right big smile on his face. Got the old Midland Main Line interior. There are different interiors that come. The East Midlands Railway has a refurbished one. So, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I'm excited for this. Johnny Simulation Gamer, hello, hello. JSpotting3711, Bishopsham, hello. GW Photography here as well. Plenty of people. Excellent. It's fantastic to have you all with us. Now, I am really, really hoping that some clever clogs is going to convert this sort of Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack over to the Voyager. I don't think they will, but it'd be nice if they did, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd really, really like that. I pressed Control G and that worked on the scenario I've just done. I don't know. Anyway, off we go. Set up the cab release of doors. You will then call it Luton and Bedford. Set up the destination. Oh, I've not done that. Oh, it's because it's NRN, so there is no GSMR. I see. Well, that makes sense. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. Let's. Where are we going? We're only going to Bedford on this one. Full steam ahead. Bedford on the front there, good stuff. The DRA Bishopsham is a driver reminder appliance. So what that does, you see we're going past a green signal here, but when that's pressed in, you can't take power. If I press that in now, look, and put it in full power, you see nothing happens. Now what that's for is when you get like to a red signal, for example, say we were stopping here, you can press that in, and it's just so that, say you get distracted, say your train manager rings, oh hang on, Control N. Oh, there we go, it's registered, look at that. Oh, it's up there, lovely stuff. Right, well that's registered. There we go, good stuff. Bit of power there, I don't know what that's squawking at. Yeah, it's basically so that, say your train manager rings, you get a bit distracted, you might have to call the signaller for some reason or other. You might think, right, okie dokie, into forward, off we go. then obviously you know you won't take power. So it's just a little safety net really to avoid an operational incident. That's pretty much what that is for. Goose 2021, hello! Finally got a stream. I know, it's great to have you with us. You've missed the last couple, haven't you? I'm doing really, really well. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? It's great to be back for the weekend. I've done one video so far, which will be coming out for Joe Plus members after this. Tomorrow's video, guess what it's on? Yep, that's absolutely right. It's on the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 222. But it's on the Just Trains Midland Main Line, so slightly different to this. Listen to that, doesn't it sound good? Little Miss CDP over here. Well, I did have... oh, look at that, you've got the Midland Main Line HSTs. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this is absolutely awesome. Come on, don't crash. I'm stuck there, I thought we were going to crash. That wouldn't be good. Midland Main Line on the back there, that's good stuff. 16:10, so an afternoon service, so that might be coming off the depot to go into London for a peak time northbound service. Oh, flipping it, we're at the restrictive signals already. Right, double yellows. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll carry on at 50. See how we do, and I'll just plod. I have a feeling something might have gone out in front of us. This or the Train Sim World Voyager. This every day of the week. It sounds so good. Sounds so good. I'm hoping that perhaps Armstrong Powerhouse and Alan Thompson Sim might do a little collab for their for the Alan Thompson Sim Voyager that's coming. I don't think that will happen, but it'd be nice if they did, because this is an absolute joy to drive. It really, really is. Right, we're going to pop a bit of braking in. Fusion Distress, hello! Great to have you with us. London Transport Spotter. Hello, hello. We've just left London as it happens. Are you excited for the 171? Absolutely, it's going to be fantastic, I'm sure. Well, I say that, it's Rivet Games, so it's sort of a 50-50, isn't it? What will be in Race to the North next? I don't know, to be honest with you, Jack. I've absolutely no idea. I did see the comment as well that you'd started a YouTube channel. What is it you're going to be doing? Is it going to be gaming stuff like myself, or something completely different? Right, let's have a look. So we've got the banner repeater. It's a oh, it's a double yellow. Right, we'll bob a bit of half power in then. Raycario, did you really buy that Eclipse, Joe? No, I do not own that Eclipse. There you go. I might own that Eclipse in the future, but at this moment in time, I do not own that Eclipse. Promise you. Promise you. Hamish, hello. How we doing? When will you make 100 videos of Race to the North? I don't know. It'll be a couple of weeks away yet, won't it, Wesley? Johnny's on Euro Truck Sim. Do you know we need to do another Euro Truck Sim? It has been a while, hasn't it? Clips 2 lover. Evening, Joe. All of these are going to Lumo. I know some of them are. I don't believe all of them are, because I don't think Lumo have the need to have all of them. Because there's quite a few units, isn't there? I think like a 4 or 5 going to Lumo. I'm not sure. Magic Toad will be best to inform me on that one. I know a couple have gone. We'll just take it nice and steady. I think we'll go... Well, yeah, we'll just leave it in half power and we'll get there when we get there. What country will be next after Japan? Well, this is it. Oh, we've got a green, so I'll tell you what, we'll bob a bit of full power in now. Listen to the turbo whistles, they sound fantastic. Intercity 225, great question there. Is there a specific throttle sequence when departing a station for a Voyager 165 or an IET on diesel? Is it 357 like Sprinters and Turbo Stars? Well, the Meridian, if you have a look here, you'll see it goes up and down like a percentage. It's exactly the same with Voyagers, so we do have 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the power handle here, but they're not actually notches like you would get on, say, a Sprinter. So you can just move them. So it's, yeah, it does move up and down, but it doesn't click into position, so you don't go click, 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 click for 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just a variable thing, and it's sort of just for the driver to sort of see roughly where it is. Same with the brake, it's an infinitely variable brake, so it's not like step 1, step 2 full service. It's not the West Coast braking that you get on the likes of the 170s or the British Rail Sprinters. It's just like a percentage braking. Very, very similar, to be honest with you, to what you get on the Intercity Express trains, the IETs. Ah, Magic Toad, yeah. 5 Class 222s are going to Lumo. Do you know what? I'm going to just 75 it. I think we'll sit at 75 with a little bit of power on. Because whatever we are following something, aren't we? Oh, Class 319's coming the other way there. Thameslink livery. God, I really like that livery. I do. Doesn't it sound fantastic going over the points? Johnny Simulation says the 810s are not good compared to the Voyagers. Are you not a fan, Johnny? I can't say I've been on an 810, so I can't, you know, I can't really give an opinion on them. But Ollie, yeah, I do like a 222. Has to be said. I'm hoping that the 222s will find life with other operators. You know, that they won't just. I mean, we know that sets are going to Lumo. Perhaps Cross Country could get some. You know, they could potentially use those. I mean, I'm assuming a 222 would couple with a 220. I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Given that they're essentially the same unit. I know they'll have slightly different software, but yeah, I'd imagine you'd be able to couple them if you did some software upgrades. It's going to take quite a while, this, to get there. It says it should take 50 minutes, this scenario, as opposed to 35. ScotRail, of course. Oh, Goose, my apologies. Yes, it did say. How long did it say? Was it 18 months? Or was it 28 months? I forget. No, sorry, I was too busy getting excited about the whatchamadoodahs. Too busy getting excited about meridians. Oh, flipping out, we're getting thrown all over the place here, aren't we? Right, if this signal's green, we'll open the taps. It's not, right, okay. We'll just sit at 80. Double yellows, that's, you know, it's working for us. 28 months, oh, Goose, it's very, very kind of you. Thank you for your support. And I'm hoping, I mean, if you've stuck around that long, it must be worth it. So, you know, all you other guys, you should consider joining as a member. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Terry Nickel, good evening. How are we doing? John says, can you do a video on the Digibus Mirage? I mean, I could do. Could potentially look at it for AdStore. It's been a while, hasn't it, since we've driven that. Terry has been a member for 9 months. Thanks so much for that, Terry. I hope you've been making good use of your Joe Plus perks. We'll just sit plodding at 80. How's that? That'll do, won't it, really? Road and Rail Studios. Super Chat $1.99. Thanks so much for that, Road and Rail. Are you looking forward to the East Coastway remaster? Absolutely, yeah. The remaster of the Great Western was fantastic. I say was fantastic. Is fantastic. What am I saying? I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Right, hang on. Let's double yellow that. We'll just yeah, we'll carry on plodding. Yeah, I always enjoyed pootling up and down on the East Coastway, so yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it, particularly with the 171 and the 377/3. I think they're doing, aren't they? Just to, you know, add a little bit of traffic, you know, make it a little bit different. Johnny, member for 30 months, flipping heck. Doesn't the time fly when you're enjoying yourself? Cheers, Johnny. HSTs or 222s, has to be said, I like a Meridian. I'm going to have to say 222. I know that that's a little bit controversial, isn't it? But I like a 222. You never know as well, like the scope, the Voyagers at Grand Central, for example. Perhaps they might say, oh, you know, if those Meridians are going cheap, we'll have a couple of them. Meridians might end up at Grand Central. What are you most excited for Trenton World? I can't say I am, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm excited for a lot of things for Trenton Classic, but Trenton World, if it comes out and it's brilliant, then absolutely fantastic. I like that, but yeah, I wouldn't say a lot of Trenton World stuff I get excited about. It would be good, like a new British route where you get like plenty of services on. That'd be wonderful. Oh, look at that. Terry Nichols sent 1 Joe Dobson gift memberships. Thanks so much for that, Terry. And it looks like BL021X received a gift membership by Terry Nichols. Oh, make sure you use that. And do make sure you thank him. Cheers for that, Terry. Very, very kind of you indeed. How's the moving going? Well, it will be moving. Oh, look at that. 4-car. Beautiful. We'll be moving this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it's all very, very exciting stuff. Yeah, we're moving at the end of this week. And then I think the week after I'm moving all my computer down and everything. So, yeah. It's sorry about that, Wesley. I didn't mean to miss that. There's just a lot going on in the chat. How long have you been here for? Let's have a look. Have we... Oh, member for 14 months. It's been a good 14 months, hasn't it? Been plenty of great content. Look at that. Right, so full steam ahead. We'll see if we can get to 100. Whatever it is seems to have gone out of our way, doesn't it? George's Life, hello. And Luke Jones, good evening, good evening. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. Johnny's home from work, that's what we like. Not Johnny, Terry. Johnny, ETS2 or ATS. I've never played ATS, so I could not comment. Diesel, yeah, that's us. We're at 95, 96. Ooh, that's exciting. Thoughts on the future Cambridge SimSig map? We'll have Ely to Peterborough, Stansted Airport, Kings Lynn, Cambridge and Royston. Yeah, that'll keep you busy, won't it, that? There'll be a lot to keep you busy there. Look at that, that sounds brilliant, doesn't it? BL021X, I'm playing Omsi 2 currently on Smarden with my fictional company that I made. What's it called? What's it called? And has it got a good livery? That's the question. Look to have some sort of freight coming up the slow lines here. Terry's off to get supper. Yeah, I do hope you. I hope you have something nice. Get something for me, because I've not eaten yet. Wesley, we're not going to get to 125. I don't think we are, Wesley. Particularly not when the load haul class 60. My lords. Yeah, particularly not when there's a speed restriction of 110. Goose says, I'm waiting patiently to roughly know when you're moving. Or where you're moving. Oh, sorry, the south, Goose, the southwest. The south of the country. I don't know if it's classed as coastal. I don't know if it's coastal, but yeah, I like a Voyager as well, it has to be said. I think I'll probably end up... I might even ask Magic Toad if he'll make me scenarios for Voyagers, but just use the Meridian, so I can just... You know, because it feels like a Voyager, doesn't it? It looks like a Voyager, as long as you don't look outside. Goose, southwest. Southwestern Railway. Oof. That's exciting, isn't it? Great Western. Who else go down there? Cross country. A bit of transport for Wales. They're in the southwest, aren't they? Yeah, we could always have like a Voyager scenario, couldn't we? You could have like, using the class 222, you could do like a scenario from Penzance to Bristol or something. You know, like we did as a live stream, just driving this. Because it's essentially a Voyager. Like, the cab is essentially identical, other than the door side selection and this SDO business. A lot of similarities going on. Hang on, right, we're going to just ease off. Now we're slowing down to 100 in a little bit. Could you do more videos on East Coast Mainline South for Train Sim Classic? Well, I have done a... I've got a scenario lined up for tomorrow for Train Simulator London to York. London King's Cross to York in an HST. There we go. Big C 0404, member for 8 months. How on earth has it been 8 months? I know, tell me about it. It's just flown by. But I'm sure you'll agree, between us, we've all had a lot of fun, haven't we? When's the next JD after hours? Unfortunately, Goose, because I've been away Sunday night to Friday. Obviously, on a night, I'm not playing on the computer. And so yeah, this is right. Hang on, let's have a bit of braking. We've got a single yellow. Brake for what could be a red round the corner. Are you driving a diesel or electric train in real life? Well, oh flipping heck, are we going to derail? I'm not currently driving any train in real life, but on this is very much a diesel train. RTVX Death, hello! How are we doing this evening? So this could be a red signal, although we've got the banner repeater just on the left there. HST's going, so we'll just crawl through. Got 319 on the right hand side there. Did you see the new Manchester to Preston via Bolton route? Yes, I did see that. I've had a little go at it. It was next week. It was last weekend that it came out, didn't it? And I didn't really get a lot of time to look at it. But yeah, Magic Toad has done me a scenario. So yeah, hopefully we should get that on the channel soon. Is that going to be a live stream? Yep, hopefully. D Bennett 2774. Hello, I'm great. How are you? You're joining us on a class 222, a Midland Main Line. Beautiful. Just heading towards Luton and Bedford. Magic Toad clears throat. I know. We'll get it sorted. Yes, he's done a scenario for class 185, and I do mean to drive it, but yeah, obviously there's a lot to be done, isn't there? Can't wait for a 360 for Trenton World 6. It does look fantastic, I'm not going to lie to you. There's not going to be a lot of high speed running on this scenario, I don't think. Right, we'll just leave it at the 50% power. And we'll get there eventually, won't we? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I have no plans to return to Stepford County Railway, unfortunately. It was good while it lasted, but yeah, there was a couple of funny goings on with that. I thought it's best to you know, accept that we've had a good run and not go back. Bishopshire. The 222 and 220 look very similar to me. In my Race to the North build, I used to get confused between them. Yeah, I can understand that. So the class 220 and 221 Voyager sets were built by Bombardier Transportation, as were the 222s. So the 222s are a slightly more modern variant of them. They've got a facelifted front end, some slight differences, but yeah, other than that, yeah, they are very, very, very similar. Built by the same people, just slightly later, the 222s. Goose says, any plans to extend the J1 and J2 to RBH and Southbourne? I don't have any plans at this moment in time, but, you know, never say never. Is that the 402 and the 403 that you're on about there, Goose? You've named the J1 and the J2. Something hospital, maybe? Pendolino absolutely was built by Alstom, you're right, Wesley. Right, we're back up to 75. I'm sure we'll catch up whatever it is in front again. And have to slow down. Terry says, I'm going down to Edinburgh this Thursday, coming up on LNER in first class. Oh, you're treating yourself. I like that. Do they have a nice first class? I'm not entirely sure. Like, I've not travelled on LNER's first class since they became Satsumas. Goose says RBH is Royal Bournemouth Hospital. Lovely stuff. That makes sense. I don't think he needs the Roblox train sims when he's got these PC ones. I know that. Well, these are enough to keep me busy, to be honest with you. Gas says this is fitting. Was just driving some HSTs up through Derby. Was that on train sim or real life? If it was real life, that's pretty hellfire. I went through earlier, I saw an East Midlands, and I can't remember, it was Colas. There were Colas HSTs parked on the depot on the right hand side. I said the right hand side, I was going backwards, coming from Long Eaton. Look at that, getting up to 105, we're getting some speed. Have you been on a 222? Yes, I've done 222s a few times. Flying through wherever this is. Any guesses? It's very weird being a 9 car, isn't it? .221 is basically a 220 with tilting capabilities. Absolutely, no, you're absolutely, yeah, you're correct there. They tended to be 5 cars, but there were some that were built as 4 cars. No, you're absolutely right. They've got different bogies, which allowed them to tilt the 220s, much like the 222s don't tilt. So you'll hear, when we're going along, you'll hear the axles underneath, they make like a chink-chink, like a metallic sound. That's specific to the 220s and the 222s, because they've got the lightweight bogies. You don't get that on the 221s. How's the preservations going? At this moment in time, I've got 66780 booked in to have its fuel pump looked at. So that's costing me an arm and a leg. 60820, I have made some inquiries about having some welding done. Needs its wheel arches welding. Yeah, things are slowly happening. But obviously with me moving all the way down to the south, we're just having to focus on ensuring we've got enough money for that at the moment. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And I've been over to look at another B7 RLE just this afternoon, which may or may not happen. We shall see. Joe, why don't you do Flight Sim anymore? I do still play Flight Sim on my own. It's just finding time to do it, to be honest with you. Zach, yeah, it's just finding time to do it. I'm hoping when I'm fully moved house and everything, I should hopefully have a little bit more time. We might get a chance to do a Flight Sim live. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Because it has been a while. It has been a while. Right, we'll slow down for the 95 as well. There we go. Progress is progress, absolutely. Well, the problem is the Eclipse B7 RLE at the moment won't fire up because of the fuel pump issue, i.e. it doesn't work. And if you don't have a fuel pump, your engine does not work. That's how it works, unfortunately. So yeah, that's why we've not had a lot of action from the Eclipse, but we've managed to get that sorted. Oh well, we've got a new fuel pump. We're just waiting for the chap to come down and fit it. So that should be sort of March time. Oh, hang on, Luton. It's exciting stuff. Let's have a bit of braking. Which bus are you going to buy next in real life? Well, I was looking at an Arriva Volvo B7 RLE, Wesley. 2008. See if it happens, we'll see. It might not. You don't know, do you? Right, let's make sure that we slow down and stop at Luton. Not forgetting we're a 9 car, of course. Intercity 225, I was out train spotting in Stevenage. Saw the old HST stop boards. Oh, I tell you, brings back memories, that, doesn't it? Back from when the HSTs were at LNAR. Are you looking forward to the Class 70 for Train Sim World? I can't say I care for Class 70s, to be honest with you. I think they're quite ugly things, aren't they? Quirky, but yeah. I can't say I'm not excited for it, but we'll see how it is. Any more saving buses videos? I'm sure that we will we'll do something. I mean, the buses are still there. Right, here we go. Approaching the platform, 40 miles an hour into Luton. Let's have a bit of braking, otherwise we're not going to stop, are we? I can't believe that this service is only going to Bedford. Just seems a little bit weird, doesn't it? Right, here we go. Stop, stop, stop. Into neutral. Doors are open. Lovely stuff. Now, is this going to start flashing at me? I don't know. Big C0404, I can guarantee that the B7's going to be knackered. Well, you don't know. You don't know. I think there's a couple of things that need doing with it, but you know, it's one of them. We might do it. We might not. Does the TMS work? No, ask a silly question. Which is weird because I think on the Voyager it did, didn't it? Yeah. It's only going to Bedford because that's as far as the route goes. No, I appreciate that, but apparently this service is a St Pancras to Bedford service. Like, I mean, it says Bedford on the front and everything. Usually it would say like Derby, Sheffield, Nottingham. DRA only flashes if there is an adverse signal in front of you. Which part of Arriva is the B7 from? It would be from Arriva, Yorkshire. It's one of them. I've not made a decision on it yet. I might not. You know, I might. I don't know. I'm sort of umming and ahhing about it. It's one of them. It's going to require a bit of money spending on it, and I don't know if I have the money to spend on it. You know what I mean? I'm sort of umming and ahhing, but obviously once it's gone, it's gone. I'm thinking perhaps I could get a first Bradford, Halifax or Leeds B7 RLE, you know, that might be in better condition. Peak time special, I assume. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with, I imagine. It was something about, like, they wanted to do the Barnsley services or the Leeds services, and that's what these were for, and this path was meant to go to Leeds, and then Strategic Rail Authority put a stop to it, so they just curtailed it at Bedford. I don't know, I'm sure I read that, but I could be mistaken. Yes, the 222s are on borrowed time with Midland Main Line, aren't they? They're off elsewhere. This doesn't look like it's stopping, or do you think it will be? Looks like it's carrying some speed, but then oh no, it's slowing down. Okay. Lovely stuff, going to St Pancras there. Little 4-car. It's a long dwell time, isn't it? Quite a while sat here. Goose says, Joe, you seriously looking for another bus? First, lucky you. Second, I have links to get a GSC Eclipse. Third, lucky you, I have to wait for Q4 for 1122, the Omnicity. It's one of them. Like I say, I don't know. I'm still in the sort of do I not. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Right, okie dokie, are we ready to go? Of course, they're full guard operation on here. We don't have the like the Voyagers where it's to close the doors. There's none of that. It's the guard will close the doors and we'll just get the buzz. Guard's probably stood there now that I've done that bell, thinking, what on earth's going on? Any news or updates on our Carla? No, I was talking to Fully the other day. We weren't really talking about that, to be honest with you. It's started a new job over the last couple of weeks and months. He's been doing a new job, so he's been very, very busy, which is probably why we've not heard anything new about that. It's one of those, isn't it? It's sadly you know, anything like this. It's a hobby, isn't it? Doing things like our Carla, so work has to come first. 4 and 9 cars were an odd choice. Yes, I absolutely agree with you there. They were. Off we go. Full steam ahead. Let's bang it in full power and see Bedford. 20 miles, just less than. I'm hoping that we might actually be able to get up to some speed now that we've stopped. Whatever it was that's in front might have gone away. Doesn't that engine sound fantastic? I love it. Why not all 9 cars from the start? I guess not every service needed to be 9 cars. Is probably why, to be honest with you. Like some, like maybe an evening Nottingham would only need to be 4, then they could double them up. I guess it's only why at the moment the 810s, they're all 5 cars, aren't they? It does sound fantastic. I absolutely agree, Big C. It does sound absolutely brilliant. Transport Northeast, I have an interesting question for you. Ooh, go on then. Why not? So, I Need Donuts says the 9 cars were ordered to run an enhanced London St Pancras to Leeds service, but the Strategic Rail Authority put a stop to Midland Main Line running that service. Yes, I do believe so. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, really? Iceman, hello. How are we doing? Happy Friday. The new LNER Class 897 looks cool. Yeah, I used to work calf stock, and I hope you don't need to know any more information than the pained noises. I'm not a fan of calf trains, it has to be said, with the exception of the 333. I like the 333s because they're just spectacularly brilliant in every way. Look at that, 92 miles an hour and still going. Next week I'm going to Newcastle from London in first class via Leeds and York to ride a 225 set for the first time. Also on the Leeds to York, it'll be TP 185s. Ooh, that's what we like. I hope you enjoy your trip on the 225. Nice sets indeed. Yes, East Midlands did used to run to Scarborough. Yeah, they used to run weekend services through to York and Scarborough. Yes, Class 195s are built by CAF, yes. Look at that, 107 miles an hour. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Wesley. The Class 68s and the Mark 5s are now with Chiltern Railways. Whizzing up and down on the Chiltern Main Line. Look at this, flying along. We're getting thrown all over in this cab. Do we hope it's got a bouncy chair? I'm visiting my brother for PC advice, also because I've not been to his place since he moved there 3 years ago. Flipping heck. Where does the time go? It's one of those, isn't it? It just, time disappears, you get busy, don't you? Jack, you absolutely can ask me a question. I can't guarantee I can answer it, but you can absolutely ask away. Class 222s to Trainsim World. I mean, they'd fit in, wouldn't they? Because we've got the Leicester to Nottingham and Derby lines. So it certainly look good. Have a good route to run on. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Wesley. There's quite a few of us that think a 180 enhancement pack from Armstrong Powerhouse would be brilliant. Would be absolutely brilliant. It's an HST coming southbound here. Give him a wave. Oh, it's the southwest, Goose. It's the southwest. As much as I can possibly say. Just wondering how is 66780 and 60820 doing? That's slow work. It's a work in progress. They hopefully will get there eventually. Big C, a 180 enhancement pack ain't enough. We need an AP 180 rebuild. Yeah, well, yeah. We need one that you can place in your scenarios without it crashing the game. The amount of times that I'll be on Discord with Magic Toad and he'll be making an East Coast mainline scenario, and you'll just hear a load of shouting and swearing. Be like, oh, that'll be someone who's just placed a Grand Central. The amount of times it'll just crash to desktop. You're like, great, well, that's that over and done with. I don't understand how it's so unreliable, and like DTG have never done anything about it. Do you realise how big it is from Southampton to Land's End? I know. Can't give away secrets though, can we? I start twitching. Yeah, I tell you, that Grand Central. Oh, I tell you, it's not good. Yeah, the 180 for Train Sim Classic is very, very... it's temperamental. It's temperamental, which is a shame, really. My question is, have you got any Transport Fever 2 mod recommendations? See, I like the timetable mod, because obviously you can space things out. I like the fact that there's the realistic acceleration and braking mod, and I think for those for me, other than that, you can more or less get away with anything. You know, any sort of trains, it doesn't matter what country from, but yeah, the realistic braking and also the timetable mod for me. If you've got those two, you can do anything. Right, so we're going to have to just think about this 100. I'll take the power off. A little bit of braking. As the man once said, you'll be going nowhere. Well, this is it. You'll be going nowhere with the temp dump error. You'll be going to your desktop, that's where you'll be going. Through we go, 100 mile an hour through the tunnel. RTVX Death, have a lovely night all, we'll catch you next stream. No, thank you. I hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll catch up with each other very soon, I'm sure. As it says, Class 221s and 220s have been on the star line, they absolutely have. Diverting through Wilmslow. The timetable mod has an auto unbunch. Yes, I do need to use that, but I like them to sit at, you know, terminus stations and sort of sit there for a little bit and unbunch there. Because otherwise sometimes they sit in like stations where express stuff should be going through and they bunch up then. Express stuff gets stuck in traffic. You never know, Jack. One day you might win, when somebody randomly gifts a membership, it might just be your turn. One day in the live stream. People do every now and then. Luck might be on your side. It's like winning the lottery, isn't it? Just with sort of... Well, it's not quite winning the lottery, is it? Well, if you like your simulation games and stuff. If you like watching my channel, it's like winning the lottery. What more could you want? Celtic Mad, I genuinely don't know, to be honest with you. I've no idea. I've not been following the Class 70 for Train Sim World. I've had enough of a fight this evening with a flipping Class 70 for Train Sim Classic. Getting a Colas rail livery, honestly. Oh, flashing signals. Right, we'll have a little bit of braking. So obviously there's going to be a reduction in line speed, so we'll just put it in minimum. Just crawl down. We'll see how we get on. Favourite UK main line? Ooh, well, I do like the East Coast, but not quite as much since it became a Zoomers. When it used to be the 91s and HSTs, East Coast every day of the week. I wouldn't say I sort of feel a bit indifferent when it comes to the Midland Main Line. I've never really... It is the lesser main line, isn't it? Compared to the likes of the East and West Coasts. For me, it's got to be the West Coast Main Line, says Big C. I've lived around it for half my life. But it makes sense then, definitely. Has to be said, the tilting pendolinos are very impressive. Very, very impressive. Right, we'll take... so, we're due in at 56, that'll do. We'll just crawl down. What was my first Transport Fever 2 series? I think the first successful one was the Piddlemouth Coast. Rightio, so we're coming into Bedford. Down to the 50 mile an hour. I imagine we'll be wiggling over. Ah, of course this train terminates, doesn't it, here? Oscar Williams says, SimSig stream when? I know I should do, shouldn't I? I really should do. It's just finding the time. Oh, hang on. I'm going to go flying through this signal in a minute. That's no good. I'm too busy chatting. Jack's off. Thanks for joining us, Jack. Hope you have a lovely night. There we go. That was perhaps too much brake, wasn't it? There we go. Crawl up to the red now. This is probably why train drivers aren't allowed to have people in the cabs chatting away with them, because you get distracted, don't you? 319 coming out here. And I imagine as soon as that's come out, we're going to get a platform. Or maybe we're not. There we go, into neutral. Put the driver reminder appliance on so we don't forget about it. There we go. We're a little bit early. Just a little bit. Let's nip outside. See what's going on down in Bedford. Where are we going? We're going platform number 2, so there's a couple of things in the... oh, you're coming out the sidings, lovely. Oh, there's a meridian here on platform 2. So, where's it going? St Pancras. Flipping heck, big gap there, isn't it? Have to leap off the train. Right, well, sit and twiddle your thumbs. Is this a Magic Toad scenario? No, this is what came with the Class 222 Enhancement pack. This is the Armstrong Powerhouse scenario. Just cobbling one together. Yeah, I've got the Mr. Dreamliner scenario, which is what we have got. That'll be coming tomorrow for everybody. Yeah, the Mr. Dreamliner scenario from Nottingham to Leicester. But yeah, we weirdly enough, we haven't got anything from the East Midlands Railway generation. It's all East Midlands trains at the minute. I think there's a 75-minute scenario for East Midlands Railway, but it's a little bit long for one video, isn't it? I mean, I found a London to Leicester route for Trainsim Classic. Obviously, we've got Leicester to, well, Sheffield. So we could do the whole Midland Main Line. I've been sort of prodding Magic Toad about that. It would be great to do that in a Meridian. Full journey. We could do a live stream on it, couldn't we? Have you seen the East Coast Way remaster and Class 171 stream? You were very critical of the 170. Yeah, because it just sounded rubbish. The problem is we've got the Armstrong Powerhouse 170 that sounds absolutely fantastic. So, they've really sort of set the bar, haven't they? And I didn't think it was very good, compared to some of the other Trainsim World stock that we've got. Oh, here we go. Right. DRA, let's go. For a single yellow, so no more than half power. Off we go. Flipping heck, he's motoring, isn't he, coming out of here? I'm hoping Armstrong Powerhouse might have fixed the, you know, the when the Voyager takes off from stations, it just woof, off it goes. Same with the Meridians. So I'm hoping they'll have fixed that. Right, yeah, 35 mile an hour. Yeah, I agree, Intercity. Loving the suspension of the Great Western Express Remaster HST. The bounce over the points is fantastic. Absolutely agree. Right, coming into Bedford here. That's the end of this scenario. So we will be travelling from Bedford back into London. Back into London. A little bit more modern day next time. Right, the banner repeater is showing horizontal, which means that this is a red signal we're approaching now. Look at that. Bob on 20 over the magnet, that'll do. Right, we'll just take it nice and steady. Got the 8-car board on the left there. Just bring it past that and just sort of... about there, that'll do. Rightio, stop there, into neutral, bob it in full service, get those doors open, pop the DRA on. Tail lights on, that'll do nicely. Right, okie dokie, well that was an absolute pleasure. So yeah, we're going to go back into London now on an East Midlands trains. We're going to be a couple of years in advance now. So yeah, stick around everybody, and we will be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you soon. Rightio, so we are back. There we go. We'll pop that on there. We are here at Bedford. The year is, I don't know, sometimes in the future. We've got a First Capital Connect livery Thameslink 377 there, so I can't think what era that was. It was obviously before the 700s have arrived. And we are going to be driving a service. It's come from Nottingham, the 905 Nottingham into London St Pancras. So we're all set up. We're ready to go. We've got a single yellow signal. And yeah, we're on, what are we on now? A 5-car unit. 5-car unit with the East Midlands trains first class going on here. Looking absolutely fantastic. We're at Bedford. First things first, release the doors. We have done. The driver that brought it in released the doors for us. We're going to depart at 10:17 now. So I'm assuming we're running a little bit late. Whilst awaiting the right away from your train manager, set up the cab and GSMR. We'll just do that. There we go. Upon departure from Bedford, you will call at Luton Airport Parkway and St Pancras. So we're not calling at Luton. That's interesting. That's interesting stuff. Right, get that registered. That's all good stuff. Big C's a fan of the 92s. Love, oh, not a 92, not a Class 92, a 9F. I'm with you. Is that a steam locomotive? Of course it is, yes. I can't say I know much about them, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful steam trains. Big C, I think this is 2015 American Nightmare. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Train Sim Classic. We're on the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 222 Enhancement Pack this evening. On the second of 3 scenarios. Rightio, so yeah, Luton Airport Parkway and St Pancras International. That does look good. I'm expecting to see some funky stock then if we've not got the 700s. Obviously there'll be quite a lot of... it's an interesting time for Thameslink, isn't it? It'll be 377s, 319s, 387s. Yeah, it's exciting. Right, okie dokie. Are we ready to go? We've got the headlights on. We've got, I mean, DRA, that should technically be off, but apparently you can't do that on these. To forward, yeah, we don't need to put it in forward, do we? (377/5s) were ordered for Southern, transferred to First Capital Connect as part of the Thameslink programme for 12 car trains. 319s weren't allowed to run more than 8 coaches. That's fantastic information. Cheers for that. Rightio, off we go. So we've got a yellow signal, so we're not going to go more than half power. We can do a maximum of 35 miles an hour. 377/5 is off. I think that's an 8-car unit. I have a feeling we might go screaming past him. Just a little feeling. Although he's left on a single yellow, he's going for it, isn't he? Oh, Mason, I hope it all went well. I'm sure everyone will agree. We've got our fingers and toes crossed for you. Round we go. We've got a red signal coming up. Look at that. Have a little bit of braking. No point rushing up to the red, is there? I don't know if something's maybe... Oh, there we go. We've got a single yellow. Again. We'll carry on with that. Taxi Life. Yeah, I enjoyed playing Taxi Life. It were a good game. Good game. We just sort of ran out of things to do on it after a while, didn't we? Oh, there we go. I said we were going to come screaming past the 377. We're not quite screaming past it, are we? But, you know, it's still good. Oh, we've got a green. Right, off we go. Up to 50 miles an hour. Those turbos sound fantastic when it kicks in. The 377's gone in. 319's gone into the depot. Look on the left-hand side. Right, any minute now we'll be able to get up to full speed. 125. Go, go, go. Will House, what is your least favourite multiple unit? You don't like the 165 and 166? I don't know. I'm not keen on the 175s, it has to be said. I don't know if I dislike them. I know that's going to sound really weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Just, not a fan. I don't like a lot of those Caradia built things, you know, like the 458s, the 460s, never really cared for them, 175s, 334s. It's just that sort of Alstom multiple unit that's just a bit naff. Personally, I've never really been a fan of them, to be honest with you. I think there's much better multiple units out there. Right, getting up to 80 miles an hour. We might get to 125. Watch this space. Big C, not a fan of turbo stars. Not a fan of turbo stars. What is it you don't like about a turbo star? I've always thought they were quite good. First Capital Connect 377. With the southern interior. I always thought that were a nice livery. It's a shame they never kept the Thameslink franchise, to be honest with you. I always liked that livery. I thought the 700s would look fantastic in it. Finn Sykes, good evening, how are we doing? Rightio, powering down at 95 miles an hour. We've still got 17.5 miles to go, so I reckon that we might be able to get to 125, particularly if we get a little bit of downhill running. Plenty of green signals ahead, that's what we like to see. That'll do. Come on, little train, keep going. The little meridian that could. A request video for what? Can you do an in real life shopping video? What, as in I go and shop in real life? In a real shop? It's oddly specific. Oddly specific. Yeah, the 397s are okay. I think they're on a good route. I think that always helps, doesn't it? 319's coming the other way in the Thameslink livery with the first Capital Connect on the back. 110. Do you think cross country could get IETs? I mean, they could do. I don't believe at this point there's any, at this moment in time, there's any plans to replace the Voyager sets. Meridian. I do believe I'd seen something, I'd read something about there was talks for cross country to take the remaining Class 221s, including the ones off Grand Central. I'd read that somewhere online. So, yeah, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Some nice capacity upgrades. I still think cross country should get the Meridians, to be honest with you. Like, obviously there's going to be some spare Meridians. Hey, through the tunnel, 120 max speed. Sadly, we didn't get to 125. I mean, they could do Peter Mount. It just depends on like crewing and how they, you know, how they staff it. J Spotting, I don't believe that 222s and 221s can run together. You see, they've got the Delna coupler at the front, and they were obviously built by the same company, Bombardier. So I reckon if they did a software upgrade, they'd probably be able to, but probably not as it stands, because they've never needed to, have they? I reckon they could get them to talk to each other, because anything's possible, isn't it? They've got the same coupler, so it would make sense. Thrown all over the place, aren't we? Nines. Have you ever been on a Class 222 in real life? Yes, I've been down to London a couple of times. on the 222s. Not a bad unit, not a bad unit. I just find the standard class, like the seats, because there's no gap in between the seats, I find them quite claustrophobic in comparison to the Voyagers. Oh, another one coming the other way. 4-car, beautiful. So we're to assume that that's next Hull train set. Just less than 10 miles now until Luton Airport Parkway. You never know, Mason. You never know. It depends if the Department for Transport give permission for the branding. Yeah, the horn does sound really, really good, doesn't it? Why are some of the signals only one aspect? How do you mean? As in, like, because I think at the moment we're running on 4-aspect signalling. Are you going to drive an East Midlands Railway 222 next? No, I think we're doing East Midlands trains again coming northbound Wesley, but I think we're a little bit later on when they've got the 700s. I think that's the plan anyway. If you look in the cover photo for the live stream, we've got the 700s. That was done on the scenario coming north out of London. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so, Peter. Just as a rough guess, I wouldn't have thought so. Right, let's get that power down, see if we can get to 125. We've only got 5 miles of which to do it, so I don't know if we will. Certainly worth a go, isn't it? Class 319's coming the other way, double set with a southern livery one on the back. Beautiful. Look at that, we got to 125 in the end. Yeah, I agree with you, Wesley. Absolutely fantastic enhancement pack. And we need to start thinking about slowing down, don't we, really? For the 110 and the 100. I hope that Lumo make a good job of them, to be honest with you. I really do. You know, it's I was very sad when, you know, the thought of these getting replaced and they didn't know, you know, nobody sort of knew where they were going. The thought of them all getting scrapped, you know, they're not actually that old, really, are they, for a train? I do hope that maybe, you know, like, because cross-country used to run to the likes of Brighton and Portsmouth, didn't they? And due to the capacity issues, they had to withdraw some of those services so that they could double up the existing services, you know, and increase capacity that way. So maybe the likes of the Meridians, that you know, they could do that. They could reinstate some of those services that they used to run. Who knows? It would be nice. But yeah, I mean, it seems silly to waste these perfectly good units. 66780 and 60820 doing very well. They're just having a bit of work done at the moment. We'll get there eventually. Who says, oh, it's that Luton we're whizzing through there. So we did stop there on the way up. Not stopping there on the way back. There we go, a bit of 30% braking, that'll do. We might need a little bit more, but I'm sure we'll be fine. There's a pic in the other real life things. I'll keep an eye out for that, Goose. Rightio, slowing down now for Luton Airport Parkway. We have to go right to the end of the platform to the all stop. The all stop car board. The bogies on them just sound absolutely fantastic, don't they? A little clink clink. Brilliant. Right, Luton Airport Parkway, here we go. What time are we due in? Oh, we're a little bit late, that's absolutely fine. Rightio, down to the S-car board. I reckon a 158 will be preserved, Wesley, you know. Right, there we go. Doors are open. Beautiful stuff. Luton Airport Parkway. Ooh, plane's going overhead. You can see the shadow. Oh, you can see the plane in the top left of the windscreen. Oh yeah, I've forgotten about that. Grad Central have ordered 802s, haven't they? To replace the 180s. Well, I imagine the 180s will go for scrap, to be honest with you. I can't see anyone else taking them. Right, off we go. Oh, HST's coming past. Flippin' heck, he's not stopping, is he? An 8 car. Lovely. Is it any good? Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic, Richard. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the enhancement pack. Rightio, leaving Luton Airport Parkway. Next stop, London St Pancras. The 377 double set. Coming the other way, we'll give him a little wave. XC should buy the 180s. Well, I mean, it'd be something different, wouldn't it? Rightio. Your Leicester Spotter says, to be honest, Joe, this was the prime time of the Midland Main Line. Yeah, I always liked this sort of era. But then again, I like the HST era as well. You know, when they had the era with the northbound era. When we had the sort of old liveried HSTs. I like that as well, to be fair. What if 222s have magical tilting tech? I don't think they do because of the bogies, sadly. I don't think they'd be able to install it. Unless they completely redesign the underneath. And I can't see them doing it, to be honest with you. I'm surprised given how sort of windy the Midland Main Line can be in places that never bothered with tilting trains. Right, up to 105. I can see ScotRail taking some of the 222s to replace the Intercities, the Intercity 7s. I can imagine that they would. Strikes me as the sort of thing that they'd do. Yeah, Stephen, it has to be said, I do like the GNER colours. Absolutely agree with you there. We'll ease off a little bit because we're at 105. Well, we nearly are. I'm slowing down again now, flipping heck. A little bit of extra power. big hill, this one, isn't it? CM Transport and Stuff, good evening, how are we doing? No, I can't imagine the Pendolinos are going to go anywhere anytime soon, you're absolutely right there. I think they've got a little bit more life in them yet. I think the Pendolinos will be replaced with the HS2 stock, won't they? But even then, they could potentially keep them going for a little bit longer. Rightio, straight up to 120. Pinette getting thrown all over the place. Downhill as well, we might actually get to 120. CM Transport and Stuff, I'm doing good. Got to say I'm absolutely enjoying your City Bus Manager series. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, thank you so much. Has to be said, I do like City Bus Manager, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Transport Enjoy says, what bus would you like to preserve, Joe? Can't be any of the buses you have currently. I would like, I mean there's a couple of buses I'd like, to be honest with you. I'd like a Euro 4 Eclipse Urban. Been looking at one of them today actually. A first one if not an Arriva one. Would like an Eclipse 2, B9 Gemini, an Enviro 400. You know, there's a couple of things that I'd like. Sadly, you know, what I'd like and what Mr. and Mrs. NatWest will allow me to have is completely different things, isn't it? Really. But yeah, never say never. B9 Gemini. I like a B9 Gemini. Magic Toad's got a B7 Gemini, so you know, I think they'd look brilliant together, wouldn't they? At rallies. Flying through, is that St Albans? Do we know? I do like a Plaxton President. Yeah, I do like a Plaxton President, but probably not enough to buy one. Not enough to buy one, but yeah, I've always liked a President. Well, you never know, Mason. We could potentially have an American-inspired series on Transport Fever 3. Maybe a Midland Main Line series, who knows? The entire East Midlands Railway network, that'd be a big map, wouldn't it? I'm hoping that with Transport Fever 3, there will be bigger maps than on Transport Fever 2. We can hope. Apparently it's very different, isn't it? I was just watching Squirrel's video last night. I was watching Squirrel's video. It does look like there's a lot of big changes, doesn't it? Compared to Transport Fever 2. Right, let's see. Can we get to 125 miles an hour? So 120. Nearly there. We're going to get there, aren't we? Omnicities, not really. Not really. I'm not really a Scania lover, to be honest with you. 5 car going the other way, much like ourselves. 125, look at that. We got there in the end. I think on the way up we were at Double Yellows, we didn't manage to get to 125 here. we really are motoring along, aren't we? Volvo 7900, not particularly, to be honest with you. They don't really interest me. They're, I'm sure they're good buses. Would you get a Pulsar? No, I'm not really into me daffs. Do you know, all you guys that are saying that I should buy a bus, you should buy one instead. And then we'll all have buses to take to rallies. Because I can't own them all, can I? I can't afford to own them all. You guys should look at buying buses as well. And then we can all take them to rallies and get them all photographed together. It'd be fantastic. Right, let's brake for the 110 because I'm not paying attention. I don't know if we'll do a live stream for the East Coast Way remaster, but we'll certainly do some content on it. Depends sort of when it comes out, if I've got any time to do it. You know, it's there's a lot of stuff happening in the next couple of weeks in Joe's life. So yeah, it's yeah, I don't know in terms of live streams, but that's why I'm doing a couple of extra ones this weekend, just to sort of bump up the numbers. I am planning at this stage to do a live stream tomorrow on Train Sim, a Valenta HST from London King's Cross to York. So yeah, do 1900 tomorrow. Get that in your diaries. Never know, you could win the lottery. Absolutely, absolutely. I still won't buy a Pulsar. I still won't buy one. I'm more of a Volvo man, to be honest with you. Right, yeah, let's just knock the power back there. The Transport Lad 350, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? I am currently training to be a train driver, as it happens. As it happens. Which is a little bit frightening, isn't it? But no, I'm doing really well so far. All my assessments seem to be coming back positive. You know, scoring highly in my exams, so we're doing well. Yeah, it's all going well. AC Line, this treat. What a treat this stream is after finishing my dissertation. What have you done your dissertation in, AC Lion? I'm really, really glad. I'm glad that you can wind down after your dissertation. It's something I never bothered with. I never went to university. I never had to write dissertations. I don't think I'd be very good at it. Joe, should I save my £7 for my meal deal or save up for an invite 200 dart? It's hard to say, it depends how much you like darts. I really want a right Gemini one from Arriva, says Mason. I believe that there's a couple in Derby at the moment, B90L Gemini ones that are knocking about. Who are you training with? Ooh, I couldn't possibly tell you. It's a secret. It's a secret. Hopefully learning the Pacer. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I'd like to drive a Pacer. I'd like to have a go in one. Used to be a conductor for Northern back in the day. I used to work 142 and 144 Pacers. Never 143s though, because they were obviously Great Western. And Welsh. Transport Fan Official, just joined the stream. How's it going? We're doing really well, thank you. How are you doing? We're an hour and a half in. Bang on an hour and a half in. We're just under 7 miles from London. And then we're going to be driving back north again all the way to Bedford. Oh, the bridge with no supports has finally got supports. That's interesting. It never used to have them. East Midlands over there on the left-hand side. Right, let's have a bit of braking for the 95. How's that? That'll do nicely. Oscar Doska 123, good evening. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. How are we doing? Hope you've had a fantastic week. As Rebecca Black once said, it is Friday, and we have to get down on Friday. That's absolutely what we're doing. Getting down with the 222, and we're off to London. Are you training with TPE or South Western Railway? Possibly. Possibly. Right, what on earth's that for? Just a cheeky little AWS just to keep us on our toes. Big C has, flipping that, that's quite a list of buses, isn't it? We've got a 319 on the left and a 377 on the right. Another 8 car. Don't they look fantastic in that first Capital Connect livery? Just look really, really good. Off to Hellifield tomorrow. Lovely stuff. I hope the weather's nice for you because it's been absolutely manky this past couple of... well, I mean, I was going to say this past couple of weeks. Since... well, January it's been manky, hasn't it, the weather? Have you moved yet? No, we'll be moving on when are we moving now? Sort of the back end of this next week that's coming up, and the week after. So, yeah, it's a busy week for me. That's why I'm going to do all my YouTube after this. I'm going to get it all recorded in one bulk session. And then, yeah, then I'll have a week. I mean, I'm still training, so my other half is actually doing a lot of the moving. But, yeah. Right, a bit more braking. So we've got a red at the end of the tunnel. Oh, flipping out, the wires have lit up. Right, slow right down. Absolutely, Big C. Eventually it'll all be that, won't it? Right, I think that a Thames link might be coming across in front of us here. Why would we get put all the way down to a red? Fancy that. Rightio. Stop, stop, stop. Whiskey Hotel 14 signal. So we'll pop it into neutral. Put the DRA on. Lovely. We'll just sit and mind our own business. We're only 2 miles out of London and we're not due in for 5 minutes. So we, you know, perhaps we're just a little bit early. Kevin Lloyd Dixon, hello, good evening. How we doing? Wesley says there's going to be no spads this stream. No, there absolutely isn't, Wesley, you're right. Well, there we go, there's the Thames link that's come across in front. I imagine we'll be on the move very shortly. Is it a 12 car? 1, 2, no, it's just an 8. Not seen a single 12 this time, have we? Right, off we go. And it's a green as well. Right, full steam ahead. Doesn't it sound fantastic? Ah, yes, not doing badly at all, thank you. Great Northern. Oh, is it a Great Northern one? thought it were a Thameslink one. Or do you mean it's a Great Northern one now? Because it might be. Oscar, are the Class 220/221 cabs very similar to the 222s, or are there differences? Well, both. They are very similar, but there are some differences as well. So primarily, your main, I mean, all this over here is exactly the same pretty much. The only real difference that I can see is the door side selector here, left or right, and the SDO that we have here on this. Other than that, they're very, very, very similar, to be honest with you. Not a lot of differences at all. Which class are we driving? We are driving the 222 Meridian for East Midlands Railway today. Robert Garthwaite, don't worry about it at all, don't worry. It's great to have you with us. Hamish says, I can barely turn a computer on, let alone play games on it, but for some reason I enjoy watching your train simulator videos. That's very kind of you. I think there's something really therapeutic about Train Simulator, isn't there? I thoroughly enjoy it. It's called ASDO. You're absolutely right there, Wesley. Oh, have we got a red signal? That must be for another line. Must be for next door. I'm gonna say we had a green earlier. It's for the well, it's not actually ASDO. It's SDO on this, selected door opening, because it's not automatic. The driver has to press it themselves. Although some sets do have ASDO on them, some units. Just not the Meridians. Is Preserved Bus Adventures returning one day? I am in the process of having things done to the buses. And hopefully we will get some rallies at some point. Unfortunately, it's just very expensive to have it done, and I've not had the money of which to do that. So yeah, eventually we should hopefully get some Preserved Bus Adventures going. But yeah, because obviously I'm moving all the way down south from up north at the moment, so there's a lot of big changes for me. The buses have had to go on the back burner pretty much for the past year, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a shame. It is a shame, but we'll get there eventually. There's no time pressure, is there? There's no rush. Right, coming into London St Pancras International. Got an HST in the platform. There we go, come in now. East Midlands HST on the left, couple of Meridians. East Midlands HST on the right, sorry. Try again. Meridians on the left. Beautiful. Doesn't it look fantastic? Now we've got all the enhancement packs here. It just finishes the route off, doesn't it? It just completes the route. $220,014 on the left there. What are we in? 011. Ooh. Lovely. Tail down to 5 miles an hour. Beautiful. Right, we'll stop there. Okie dokie, so let's just fling those doors open. Into off. Beautiful, get that on there. Tail lights on. That's good stuff. Right, okie dokie, so we will be returning very shortly northbound back towards Bedford. Don't go anywhere, I'll get that scenario loaded up. And yeah, that will be our final little trip of the stream. Stick around, people. Be back with you soon. Rightio, hello everybody, we're back down at London St Pancras. We have got a, I think we're a 9 car now, we've got 222. Do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation here. Good lord, right, okie dokie, we've got a double set for our final journey. We're going to be just changing that over to the day headlights. We're pretty much all set up, ready to go. We'll just control and G it, set our GSMR there. What are we doing? 1 Delta 59, the 1730 from London St Pancras through to Nottingham. First things first, release the doors here at St Pancras. You're booked to depart at 1730. You will run fast to Bedford, where you're due to arrive at 1803. After standing at St Pancras, your train has gone into eco mode. Make sure to start the engines. Once you've done that, re-register the GSMR. Don't suppose it matters which order you do it in. Set the destination display and await the right of way. Finally, please note both 222-102 and 009 have an engine isolated. Progress will be a little slower than usual. So, yeah, progress will be a little slower. We're 2 engines out of our 9 cars. We've only got 7 carriages on board. So, yeah, 222-102, I believe, was a Midland... it was a Hull train, sorry, set originally. And we're coupled to the 5 car 222-009. I can't believe that we've got engines out. That's no good. Right, we're in neutral. Let's get that. I'm going to press the start button, and hopefully we'll get going. Trains 4472. How are we doing? Welcome to London St Pancras. Oh, Big C0404. Don't worry about it. It's been absolutely fantastic. He's probably gone, to be honest with you, hasn't he? But yeah, great to have you with us. And I hope you have a lovely night. Now AP have enhanced the 222. I hope they do the 220/221. Yeah, you see, I do as well, but I don't believe that they will. And the reason I say that is, it's no secret they've had a bit of a rocky relationship with Virgin in the past. Obviously, I appreciate the Voyagers. A big part of the Voyagers' life was Virgin. Obviously, they're now with Cross Country, aren't they? But yeah, so I don't imagine that we will see that. Plus, obviously, now we've got the Alan Thompson Sim Voyager on the horizon with Imbue Studios. What they'd be good, what they'd be certainly worth doing would be for Alan Thompson Sim to turn around to Armstrong Powerhouse and say, "Hey, you've done a good job with the Meridian. Let's work together." That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Right, off we go. What are you flashing for now? Come on, get out. Off we go, full steam ahead. So, a little bit slower than usual. I stayed for a little bit, no worries. Well, I appreciate that, Big C. And yeah, thanks for joining us. K-Max Gaming, hello. You've just made the train in time there, leaving St Pancras. What would you rate the Meridian out of 10? I'd say it was a solid 9. Solid 9, I really do enjoy driving this. Off we go again. Clinking of the bogies. What are we doing? Please note they've both got an engine isolated. That's shocking. Right, half an hour roughly. Might end up a little bit late. I do like a Meridian Bob, yeah. This is obviously what the cover photo for this stream is from, this particular scenario. I've not finished it, but you know, I thought I'll just whiz out of London and take a picture. The 66 is doing a bit of shunting on the left-hand side. That's always nice to see, isn't it? What have we got there? A 7 car. Lovely stuff. It is a non-stop service through to Bedford, Wesley. Absolutely. Right, yeah, up to 50 miles an hour. Right, full steam ahead. Let's go, go, go. Yeah, I agree, Peter. Very vibratey. Don't they sound fantastic? I love it. They've really done the sounds well on this. Let's just check I haven't got anything isolated, have I? No. Should probably have checked that before we left St Pancras, to be honest with you. But hey-ho. Oh no, Transport Fan Official, my internet has failed me. We're watching the stream in 144p. Flipping heck. Can you make out what's in front of us? Or is it like six squares across the screen? I imagine we're going to get some rain in a minute. Right, up to full power. Have you been a guard for Transpennine? Yes, I used to be a guard for TPE back in the day. I stopped that in January this year to go and start my training as a train driver, which is exciting stuff. I am really enjoying it, to be fair. Here's a video idea. Play this game called Roblox Croydon. I'm sorry, Celia, I have no plans to go back to Roblox on the channel. We've got enough stuff at the moment to keep us occupied. So yeah, I've got no plans. Maybe one day, never say never. But as I say, there's enough proper sims like this to keep us going. Owen Dagger, hello. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. You're joining us on an East Midlands Trains Class 222 Meridian, a double set with 2 engines out. 2 engines out. Will you ever do a running day with your bus around Hyde in Manchester? I have taken my bus to a Manchester running day before, a couple of Manchester do's. Obviously at the moment we're just waiting on it getting fixed. But yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that in the future again. Do Class 185s have saloon guard panels? Yes, they do have panels in the saloon and in the cabs for 185s, much like 350s, although 350s have more. Yeah, I agree, Transport Enjoyer. First group liveries always look nice. Trains, buses, they all look amazing. Has to be said, I wasn't so much of a fan of Olympia. Now it's sort of getting a bit fewer and further between. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh wow, that's Olympia. You know, ultraviolet. I do quite like the ultraviolet livery for First. I think it looks nice. Rightio. Getting away now up to 95. Yeah, it has to be said, out of the two, I do prefer East Midlands Trains, just because the livery is so bright and colourful. Oh, a little bit more modern. Thameslink going the other way there. I must thank Armstrong Powerhouse. It's like they've done the scenarios for people like me to stream. You know, like northbound in the Midland Main Line, southbound in the earlier days of East Midlands Trains, and then northbound again in the later days of East Midlands Trains. You know, it's a nice chronological sort of thing to do, isn't it? It's lovely, lovely stuff. No, cheers for that, AP. I don't know if you put any thought into it at all, but yeah, thanks. It's nice. Just see there. Give our colleague a little wave. The empty stop coming out in front of the Thameslink. The driver will be livid. Rightio, Cricklewood Depot coming up here on the right hand side. We'll just leave it in full power. Look at that, 110. Just in time. Oscar says, got to get off, been nice seeing you, I've not watched you in a while. No, it's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate your support. It's always good fun, isn't it, doing a train sim run. Kelly's here, good evening, how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, going over the lines there, clinking away. Plenty of Thameslink stuff to see here. Definitely a busy route, isn't it, for Thameslink? Right, we're up at 105. We'll just keep it there. What saloon have we got there? Yeah, we've got the. I don't think East Midlands Railway have refurbished the 222s, have they? I think they're still the East Midlands Trains interiors. Bedford, 43 miles away. We've got quite a run, haven't we? Always a bit rough riding over there, isn't it? Right, up to 110. 106. Used to take the Thames Link on that line all the time to my grandma's up in Harlington, which is a lovely station to spot at. I imagine there's plenty of stuff to see, isn't there? Not to be confused with Hayes and Harlington on the Great Western Main Line. Go. $109. Good stuff. It does look like it's going to rain, doesn't it? We've got a bit of screen wash in the old tanks, just in case. Do you have any bus or train models? Yes, I've got quite a few, to be honest with you. I think I've got about 100 model buses. Before I started collecting real buses, I collected quite a few model buses. I got my last lot up in Whitehaven when I went to the Whitehaven rally. How about yourselves? Are we model bus fanatics? Yeah, up to 110. Let's keep it there. Is there no TMS included in this pack? Apparently not. I thought that the Voyager Advance did have a TMS with it. I'm sure that I've been driving out of Bristol and there was something where a PASCOM was pulled or something or other. Yeah, absolutely, you did, Wesley. It was great to meet you. That was the last rally that 66780 went to before it broke. The Morecambe Rally. Shame, really. Shame. But it is what it is. Yeah, I haven't got so many models since I started collecting the real things. Owen, yes, they are getting fewer and further between. For the eclipses, it's very much you need to do it now or you might not get the chance. Right, yeah, go, go, go. Let's get to 125. How much is this enhancement? That is a good question. I think it's $14.99. Magic Toad, are you there? $14.99 I think it is. And you need the class 222 from Just Trains. I think it's $14.99. Do you remember the B7L Metros? I do, because we actually own one. We actually own a B7L Metro. Would you believe it? It's sat with 66780 and 60820 currently. Yeah, it's another one. We bought another broken bus. Yeah, it's not on the road currently, but it you know, maybe one day. I'm gonna rock up at a rally and you'll be like, where on earth has that come from? You never have too many models. Yeah, definitely, Hamish, definitely. Yeah, very true, Jonathan. Very true. Absolutely agree with you there. But it has to be said, they really have done a good job with this. They really have. Goose has put ... Which one is it? Ooh, that remains to be seen. But apparently there's only 4 B7L Right Eclipse Metros left in the country. And one of them is sat in our yard. It's very, very exciting stuff. There's a lot of potential, but I don't really know much about the B7L Metros, to be honest with you. My other half bought it, and I specifically said, this is a disastrous idea, don't do it. And then he bought it, and had to spend thousands of pounds having it recovered, because it's catastrophically broken. I think that's the most positive I can be about it. It's catastrophically broken. Yeah. And then we have a B7L Metro, which we're buying bits for and doing. We do have 3 buses, Goose, yes. We have a B10 BLE Right Renown, a B7L Right Eclipse Metro, and a B7 Armley Right Eclipse Urban. And hopefully a B7 Armley Right Eclipse Urban Euro 4. Fingers crossed, that'd be nice. See how 100 mile an hour are we coming up to Luton here? Madman. I know. I would love to see AP enhance the Voyager. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think it'll happen, but I'd love to... Oh no, is this St Albans maybe? Maybe. Yeah, I'd love to see him enhance the Voyager. As I say, don't think it'll happen, but it'd be lovely if it did. I'd love to see them enhance the 180. But, you know, it's one of them. We'll see what happens. Goose says madman. Rightio. Oh, another 5 car coming south. Goose says I'll just stick to models. Yeah, it's... models don't tend to break as often. Has to be said. Hamish, do you remember when you said something about bus air and something about the future? Hamish might have put it together there. What are you thinking, Hamish? What about bus airing? $15k for an Optare Olympus, flipping heck. Flipping heck. Gonna need to lie down now after thinking of that. Sheffield or Nottingham train. We're on a Nottingham one currently, Road and Rail Studios. The 180 enhancement pack will be going nowhere. Yeah, 115. Hang on, you work for the Irish Railways now. Do I? I don't think I do. Be an hell of a commute, wouldn't it? From Stoke-on-Trent over to Donegal. I can't say I know much about those Yutong buses, to be honest with you. I don't really know much about them. I don't think they're bad-looking vehicles. But I prefer a diesel bus. To have a clanky clanker under the bonnet, isn't it? How many First Great Western 180s were there? That is a really, really good question. I know all the 180s were new to First Great Western, but I don't actually know how many there were in the fleet. Can anyone shed a light on the situation there? Oh, are we catching something? Nope, we've still got greens. Hamish says, I think you might be buying something. Let's just ease off. Ooh, let's just brake. There was 14 Class 180s originally. not many of them then, really, when you think about it, was there? Rightio. Hull Trains had, yeah, Hull Trains had a couple, didn't they, from Great Western? They went up to Hull Trains. Maybe something to do with the B7RLE of Bus Aron. I can assure you now, I am not buying a Bus Aron bus. I might already own a Bus Aron bus. Might do. You never know. But no, I promise you I'm not buying a Bus Aron bus. Got enough on my plate at the moment. Right, catching up to the Thameslink 700 there. Give them a little wave as we go blasting past. How many miles to Bedford? Just over 20 miles now. Just over 20 miles to go. Damien Simulation, yes, finally made a stream. How are we all? We're doing great. Even better now that you're with us, Damien, is the B7L from Bus Aron. There we go. There we go. Vincent H06 gets it. I'm assuming that's how you say your name there. Yeah, the Bus Aron B7L is what we've got parked in our yard at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know why we've got one, other than the fact that I think my other half's a bit insane and just sort of bid for it, and there we go. It's drunken eBay sessions, I tell you, it's not good, people. It's not good at all. But, right, slow down for 90. Good stuff. But yeah, that's, it's a Bus Aron Volvo B7L. And like I said, that's not my problem, to be honest with you. That's not my problem. I said to him, that's yours, is that? I told you it was a bad idea. And here we are. But, you know, it's good fun, isn't it? You only live once, don't you? So it's better to have a good time. Just less than 20 miles. Just less than 20 miles. Through to Bedford now. 13 minutes. We're going to be making some good time to do that, aren't we? Bayern fan, bit late. What has happened? We've been from London to Bedford in a 222, and then we've been from Bedford to London in a class 222, and now we're on our way back to Bedford in a class 222. Would you believe it? Parts for the B7L Metro is going to be a pain trying to find parts for it. I mean, you can get a lot of parts still from Volvo. A lot of parts for the Metro are very similar to the B7RLEs, which obviously they still do. Well, the Eclipse 2s are still in service, aren't they? The B8 RLEs, a lot of the parts are very, very similar. There's some that, you know, are a bit harder to find than others, but a lot of them very, very similar parts. Road and Rail, we've got a bunch of Manchester Enviros in Thanet now. Oh, that's really far down south, isn't it? Right, off we go again. Can we get to 120? With our engines out? I don't know, is the answer. Have you been on a 390 Pendolino? Many, many times. Many times. I like a Pendolino. 377 coming the other way here. Is it a 4 car? No, I think it's an 8, isn't it? That lovely. Ooh, no. I wouldn't mind a B9. But if I was doing it, it wouldn't be a first Manchester, it would be a first West Yorkshire. How come the engines are out? I don't know. We got on this set in London St Pancras and it said that both units were a double set. We've got a 4 car on the front, that's what I'm driving, and a 5 car on the back. Apparently both units have a singular engine out. I don't know why. They've just perhaps they've run out of diesel. So it's no good if you run out of go-go juice, is it? What year did you preserve your buses? I've had my B10 BLE for 10 years now, and I think, was it 2020, 2022? I think I got the B7 RLE, summer 2022, so that nearly 4 years, flipping heck. Where does time go? Right, yeah, up to 125, we can do this. If AP were going to do another route, what would you like to see? I would like them to enhance the Settle to Carlisle line, to be honest with you. I think that'd be quite nice. It's quite a dated route now, isn't it? It would be really, really good if they enhanced that. Be a nice drive. Certainly a nice drive. Look at that. Beautiful. Kelly Hall says, I hope the 40k subscriber special stream will be good. I've got Magic Toad on the case for a train sim scenario. Something suitably brilliant. Joe loves to speed. Joe's not speeding. I'm doing 125 miles an hour. Doing bob on. Thoughts on the 159s? I like a 159, to be honest with you. I think they're nice units. Yeah, I do like a 159. Buses would you love to see in OMSI 2? I'm looking forward to Master Switch's Eclipse 1s. Certainly my favourite type of bus. It's getting redone, even though I flatly refused before. What, the oh, the scenario. Oh, are you working on it? Lovely stuff. That's good stuff. That'd be really good. What's caused you to redo it? Yeah, I think the Calder Valley line would be good. Sprinter heaven down there, isn't it? And Pacers. And freight 185s, 802s. There's, you know, the Calder Valley line pretty much has everything. Seven car. Ah, the RTT data, I see. Will you ever drive anything loco hauled? In real life, I don't know. Who knows? In Train Sim, yes, tomorrow, 1900, we'll be on HSTs. From London King's Cross through to York, back in the GNER days. That's the plan. Stephen Todd, good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing? We need a 195 for Train Simulator. It'd certainly fit in now, wouldn't it, with the modern Northern Rail sort of image. 195 and a 331. Certainly fill the gap, wouldn't it? I think there's a couple of routes that, you know, I think we really, really need on Train Simulator. We could do with Leeds to Sheffield, for example, because we don't have that on the cross-country route, same as we could do with Derby to Birmingham. And once you've done that, you can actually drive all the way from Edinburgh to Plymouth. Well, all the way from Edinburgh to Penzance. Dundee to Penzance. You couldn't actually do Aberdeen to Dundee, I don't think. That's knocking about yet, is it? But yeah, you could do Dundee all the way down to Penzance. So yeah, Aberdeen to Dundee, Leeds to Sheffield, and Derby to Birmingham, and we'd be absolutely laughing there, wouldn't we? That could potentially be the 100,000 subscriber special. Aberdeen through to Penzance. You never know. If I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, we might not be playing Train Sim Classic anymore. Who knows? We'll be on Train Sim World 28 or something like that. You know, it did look like it was going to rain. No. We could do. By the time we get to 100,000 subscribers, the Alan Thompson Sim Voyager might be out. Be good stuff. Be a really good run, that, wouldn't it? Transport Fan Official, tomorrow's stream is in the diary. Absolutely, make sure you pop it in. 1900 tomorrow. This really is a good unit. I do want a scenario from London King's Cross up to Selby if it's, you know, see if we can do that. You could, if you had time, design the rest of the cross-country route. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to begin with building routes. I've tried doing OMSI maps before, and I don't have the patience, to be honest with you. I really don't have the patience. Rightio, let's have a bit of braking for Bedford. Wesley's going to be back tomorrow. That's good. Can we have a after hours tomorrow? Probably not. I'll be too busy, Goose, unfortunately. I'll be far too busy. Oh, flipping out, we're going to derail in a minute. London to Leicester would be a good route for Train Sim World. It'd be great if they could merge them, wouldn't it? Right, coming down. We're flying into Bedford here. Perhaps a little bit too fast, but... oh no, this is about right. We'll do. Look at that. That's a pretty decent stop, if I do say so myself. I'm happy with that. Rightio, well, thank you so much, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed today's live stream. It has been an absolute pleasure. Do make sure that you go over to Armstrong Powerhouse, show them some love. It is an absolutely fantastic add-on. Thank you to each and every single one of you that have joined in. Thank you to those of you that super chatted, those of you that have joined as members. If you can't get enough of the Class 222, as soon as I've finished this, I will be releasing the Joe Plus members video, which will be available to everybody tomorrow at 4 PM. However, if you can't wait, join as a Joe Plus member. You'll be able to watch it right after this stream, and that is a trip from Nottingham to Leicester on an East Midlands Trains Class 222. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you. As I say, make sure you pop it in your calendars for tomorrow at 1900, because we will be driving an HST from London King's Cross up to York. Apart from that, as I say, thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, everything else. Have a great night, and yeah, I'll see you all in a little bit. Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.